In this video we'll show how you can show and hide content in a ViewBox control based on data in some external control. So in other words, the data that you're basing the show hide expression on is not in the ViewBox data itself, but is external to the ViewBox data. So here you can see we have a ViewBox here that is displaying first name, last name, city and state, and this we have another variable here called RB1, and when RB1 is equal to alpha we show the city and state, but when RB1 is equal to beta we hide the city and state. So basically the show hide expression for this content over here is based on an external variable, this RB1 variable, as opposed to data that's actually in the ViewBox itself. So let's go now and see how this was done. So if we go now to our ViewBox, we can see that we have a really simple ViewBox that is just displaying some data from this JSON object. And if we look at the ViewBox layout itself, you can see here that we have a container from there to there, and inside the container we have the city and state fields. So basically first name and last name are always shown, and then this container here, which has a show hide expression, governs the display of the city and state field. But if we look at this show hide expression over here, we can only reference data that's actually in the ViewBox itself or that's in the ViewBox state. So if we go here to say insert field, we could base our show hide expression on data in any of these fields that are in the actual ViewBox data, but we want to base our show hide expression on the value of an external control. So we're going to go here and use temp.state.myvar1. So myvar1 is going to be a ViewBox state variable, and we're going to set the state variable to the value of the external control. So if we go now to this radio button over here, we can see that it has two choices, alpha and beta, that we initialize it to be equal to alpha. And then if we look at the onChange event over here, so there's the onChange event. So inside this onChange event, what we're doing is we're reading the value of the radio button, so that's going to be V1. We're getting a pointer to the ViewBox itself. Then we're calling the ViewBox's setState method, and we're setting a state variable called myvar1. So myvar1 is arbitrarily named, it could be anything, but we're setting myvar1 equal to V1, which is the value in this radio button control, and then we're going to just simply refresh the ViewBox. So this is how we set the state variable, the myvar1 state variable, and then in the client-side show hide expression we can reference this state variable myvar1. But in addition, what we've done is, in order to get the initial state of the ViewBox correct, so you can see here when we come into this ViewBox, we can see that we initially see Boston and Mass because we've set the default value for this control to be alpha. But in order to make that actually work, we've had to go here to the ViewBox's onInitialize event over here, and then set the value of the ViewBox state variable myvar1 to alpha, and then do a refresh over there. So again, to consume those state variables in our show hide expression over there, we just simply say temp.state.myvar1, and this is explained if you click on this hyperlink over there. It gives you the background information on what's actually happening over here. So what we've shown in this video is how your client-side show hide expressions in a ViewBox can be based on data that is external to the ViewBox itself. Thanks very much for watching.